Alright, so in this video I want to talk about Apple's press conference that they had a few days ago. They announced a lot of good things. Even if it was just mainly for the developers, they announced some really good things for the consumers. So I want to cover 5 things. First up is that little Siri intro. That thing was awesome. The reference with the ice cream sandwich and the jelly bean. I saw it, I was laughing my ass off. It was awesome. So moving on, iOS 6. I think one of the coolest changes was again, Siri. A lot of the cool things that they're doing with Siri. You can now talk to Siri about sports, movies, and other stuff. This is all off the top of my head. I don't have a script in front of me, so I'm just going with what I remembered. I think one of the coolest features I saw was the passport feature, that you can have all your cards in one application. I think that's great. That you can go into a store and then automatically the card for that store will pop up. That's going to be a game changer. That if it works properly and a lot of developers are on this, I think that'll be great. Like, I want to see like all major stores support this, like Pathmart, CVS, Best Buy, GameStop. I want to see all these stores support this application. It'd be so cool. You go into the store and then boom, it pops up. Just you scan your card, you get points. Awesome. You know, Apple. That's the goal, to make life easy. Another big thing that we saw was the maps. They completely just shit on Google. They're like, I don't need your maps no more. We're big enough to do our own thing. You know, and it looks amazing. The sky view, just, man, your jaw just drops. You're like, I want that. And I'm actually considering updating my iPad to iOS 6 just so I could play around with the Maps application, because it looks that amazing. Another cool thing we saw with iOS 6 is Facebook integration. Now, a lot of my friends, they hate Facebook. Like, Facebook, that shit sucks. Yes, I know, but you know what? It is a big deal, because Facebook, it makes you not really need a phone number anymore, because most of my friends and family, they're on Facebook. I hate to admit it, but yeah, they're on Facebook, and it's just easy to connect with them. I no longer need to give my phone number because they're already on there. And that's a big jab at Android, because Facebook is integrated into Android, but only limited. Like, you could take a picture, upload it to Facebook directly, but that's about it. It's not really integrated. So that's pretty much it for iOS 6. We didn't see that much, but again, we saw Maps, and we saw Siri, we saw Facebook integration. That was pretty big enough. Guarantee when Apple releases the new iPhone, we're going to see a lot more about iOS 6. Moving on, now we got to talk about Mountain Lion. This is the next update for Mac OS, and I am really excited. Right now, I'm running Snow Leopard because I didn't feel a need to update to Lion, because I felt like the big feature in Lion was the multi-touch, and I don't have a multi-touch trackpad. But with Mountain Lion, I feel like I need this. Facebook and Twitter integration right in the OS. There's no separate application. It's built right in there. That's awesome. AirPlay. I recently bought an Apple TV. Playing with AirPlay with my iPad and my Apple TV, and it's just like, it's such a fun tool. It's kind of like a toy. Like, I just love doing it. You're viewing pictures, music on your iPad, and then boom, you send it to your big screen TV. It's perfect when you have friends and family around. It's just so much fun. And then playing games on it, it's another great thing. Mountain Lion is gonna have more iCloud features. It's gonna have voice dictation, and then you got Game Center. Game Center is coming to iOS. I gotta admit, I only got 2 friends on Game Center on my iPad. 2 friends, and these are people I don't even know in person. I don't use Game Center that much. Love the idea, but not a lot of people are using it. Hopefully, now that it comes to Mountain Lion, more people will use it. I hope so, because I do like PSN, comparing my trophies, comparing my high scores. I love that, but none of my friends are using Game Center. I really hope you guys do start using it. The next thing I got to talk about is these new MacBooks. Oh my God, these are sexy computers right here. The MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro, and the new MacBook Pro with the Retina display. Those computers, like, people don't understand like how beautiful these computers are. They're so thin, powerful, the battery that lasts long. And again, we always go into this debate about the price, about Apple computers. Like, wow, that's so expensive. I could get a gaming computer 3 times cheaper than that. Yes, you could get that, but you know, then you look at how long of a battery you're getting. You're getting like a 2-hour battery, and then you're getting a big, ugly fucking like Frankenstein computer. You don't want that. I mean, I like Alienware computers, those, you know, with the fancy lights and shit like that. But you know, Mac computers, they're simple and powerful. Expensive, but okay, they're great. The MacBook Air is so thin, and people don't realize like how awesome that is to have when you travel. The point of a laptop, a notebook, is so that you could travel. You could throw it in your bag, go to the park, open it up, and you don't have to have a whole bunch of USB sticks and shit hooked up to it. Like, no, you just take the computer, open it up, close it, and you could go on. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not these big giant computers. Like, that's so counterproductive. I see these gaming computers. I want one, but then I'm like, then again, is it really portable? I can't really take it anywhere. It's gonna go from my desk maybe to my couch. That's about as portable it could get. It can't really be something I could take outside. If I do, I have to bring a whole bunch of wires and shit like that because it's huge and the battery is not reliable. So these new MacBooks are amazing. I'm not even going to go to the specs because you guys know it. Look on Apple.com. Look for yourself. They're really impressive. And it's not that expensive. Like the MacBook Air is $1,000. Like that's not that bad. I paid $1,400 for my MacBook, and it's kind of out of date right now. So I kind of want a new MacBook, but I'm waiting for a new iMac. And this moves on to the last thing I want to talk about: the future of Apple. Man, you guys gotta admit, Apple is just going up. They are not going down. They're not taking a step backwards. Android is selling more, but then again, you gotta realize there's fucking 500 Android phones and only five iPhones. So of course Android's gonna sell more, but Apple's selling more because they have less. I don't know if that makes sense, but you guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, the future of Apple is looking amazing. You know, even with Steve Jobs gone, they're going straight ahead. They know what they're doing. They brought the Retina display on all their devices. Now it's on iPhone, iPod Touch. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could come on the iPad Nano. Not iPad Nano. No, there is no iPad Nano. I take that back. iPod Nano, little tiny screen, Retina display, maybe. So yeah, now they got Retina display on all the devices. The only one that's missing is the iMac, and that is what I'm waiting for. I am waiting for a iMac update. I desperately need one. Like I said, my computer, my MacBook, I think it's an 08 model. It's getting a little bit out of date. It can't really handle HD video that well. So I'm looking for an upgrade. And don't tell me to get a Windows computer because I do not want one. I definitely want a new iMac. It has to have a lot of power. I don't care if it costs $1,500. I need it. I wanted to have, you know, the Thunderbolt, the USB 3 and 2. You gotta love what Apple did right there. They put the USB 3 and 2 in one slot. That's awesome. So I really want to see a new iMac. So many things they could do with it. I want to see a big update to the iMac. Not a new design. Just, you know, more power and more awesome Apple-ness. Has to be a Retina display. I want to see a Retina display iMac. That's just like, I don't care if I'm broke. Like, just shut up and take my money. That is how I'm gonna be when I see a iMac Retina display. Gotta see it. Imagine a 27-inch Retina display iMac. I gotta end the video with that. So in the comments, let me know what you guys think about Apple's recent announcements. I know I'm gonna get little hate comments, this and that. Apple fanboy this, Apple fanboy that, blah blah blah. It's whatever. You know what? Everybody, you're entitled to your opinion, and I always say, at the end of the day, do what you love and do what works for you. You know, I have a Linux computer. I have a Windows computer. I have a Windows netbook. I barely use it, but I have a Windows netbook, and you know, I always say, do what gets the job done. I use Macs because they get the job done. I'm recording this video right now on my iPad, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that little note right there. Follow me on Twitter @MyNerdBlog, and I'll see you guys next video.